To take a break. What an explosive moment. This judge had it. He went after that defense attorney, but then after that, to see a witness point at counsel and say, just a minute, counsel, I felt like the attorneys lost all control of the cross.
It really goes to what we spoke about in the last couple of segments, and I don't want to be redundant, but, the evaluation is going to be the credibility of these expert witnesses. And I think this gentleman continued to go down the path of not only being overly argumentative, but really positing himself as an advocate for the prosecution. It's one thing to be a prosecution witness, but it's another thing to be an advocate for their theory, and especially as an expert. Their role is to get up there and be able to offer expert opinions based on their experience and education. And I think this gentleman's been undermined to some degree. And if I could just speak to a broader point, this to some degree, for those folks who are my age or older, in the 70s and 80s, and certainly before then, we had asylums, we had places for crazy people or people that had issues, that had committed crimes. We don't have those anymore in large part. I think the prison population is basically you could be categorized into three types of people: drug addicts and alcoholics, substance abuse problems, and people who are greedy. And the third category are people who are mentally ill, So as we go through this analysis, the state over the last couple of decades, most states anyway, have really artfully justified not finding people insane because there, quite frankly, is nowhere to send them. And I just think that's important as we watch the defendant crying and we hear this testimony. In my opinion, this isn't getting anywhere near the required evidence to find him not guilty by reason of insanity.
And Jamie, I appreciate you brought forward that point, because I watch a lot of the social media from our viewers, and many are saying, yeah, I'd be angry too with the way the tenants treated them if they treated me like that, and wouldn't get off the property, and is posting all these things, and really pretty unbearable. But they've also then said, but it doesn't justify that he had a gun and that he did shoot one of them, attempted to shoot both of them, and that it doesn't seem to be self-defense. Two viewers, right? Like, everybody's watching this, and just like we are seeing what they're presenting and what's happening, but was he driven to this? All right, that's gonna be one of the questions as we continue to watch this trial. We are going to need to take a break. You can see there, hopefully the audio will be a little bit better. We apologize for that. It's not within